Hello and welcome to episode 2 of my Age of Empires 2 HD edition tutorial Let's Play series. This episode will be on continuing the tutorial campaign, so we are now on the campaign of training the troops, which is the third one. So let's click on that and begin the mission.
In villages throughout the Highlands there is grim talk of skirmishes between Scotland and England. We lost the city of Dunbar this week. Scottish defenders broke ranks and fled. The English have an army that is larger and better trained. To compete with them, we are going to need new recruits to pick up the spear, sword, or bow. We must remake these shepherds into soldiers. We will need many soldiers to defend our homeland. We'll start by creating villagers. Click your town center. Then click the Create Villager button in the lower left corner of the screen.
Okay,
It takes time for a villager to appear. If your town center is selected, you can see the progress in the status area at the bottom of your screen.
Yep, so as you see, progress is going along.
Good job!
There we
The
go.
villager has appeared next to your town center. Now, create another village. You need additional housing to support your population. To build a house, click a villager. Click the Buildings button, click the Build House button, then click where you want to build the house.
Okay, so he says about clicking one villager. I say select them all. Why
If
not?
more than one villager builds a building, it will go up faster.
Well, that's exactly what I was about to say. So let's go to buildings and let's choose build a house, and let's place the house just there. Okay, yeah, so because I've got 5 villagers selected, this will be very quick, as you can see with the progression bars.
Good job! Try building another house.
Okay, he wants us to build another one.
Each house supports 5 units. The population indicator at the top of the screen shows your current supportable population.
Which is this one here. So as you can see, I can have 10 people at the moment. When that's
Other buildings
now you
are
go.
made just like houses. Try building a barracks. The barracks is a military building.
Okay, so here's military. Click on that. And click on the cross swords, which is the barracks. And let's place it just there. Oh, there's another villager.
Barracks complete. Now you can create soldiers. Click the barracks, then click the Create Militia button.
Okay, so
Selecting different buildings or units gives you different options in the lower left corner of the screen.
okay, so select the barracks, then click this button to create your militia. As you can see, it's going to use 60 food and 20 gold for each militia that you create. And they will also use up one of your...
That's one militia unit. Create 3 more and you'll have enough soldiers to protect this area and win the scenario.
Okay, so
Click the barracks and quickly click the Create Militia button 3 more times to make 3 soldiers in a row.
how about that? Wonders will never cease. You got to love though how simple it is. Really is. Great game. Okay, so what you should be doing with all your villagers, your peasants, is getting food. Well, in actual fact, some getting food, some getting wood. Never just leave them standing there, because you're always going to need resources. And usually the computer...
Now that you have a few soldiers, you'll be able to defend this area against English attacks.
Okay, that's that done. So let's go to here, quick current game, and yes.
Now that we have militias stationed across the border, the English have slowed their raids. But facing Longshanks' army will be another matter. The wicked English king has yet to bring his famous longbows to bear. Our militias could only get us so far. We are going to need more advanced weapons.
Okay, so moving on now to research and technology.
Rumours creep in from the south of a giant who leads the forces of Scotland, his great sword driving through earth and man and horse alike. If this mythical knight can hold the English advance, it will give us time to develop the arms we need. Even now, our smiths are forging swords and fletchers are making arrows and crossbow bolts. English use very advanced weapons and armor. To win, you will need to advance to the feudal age and repel the English raids. You're going to need to research some technologies of your own to increase the strength of your civilization. For example, researching loom makes your villagers harder to kill. To research loom, click the town center, then click the Research Loom button.
Which is just here.
Good. Researching technology costs resources, but improves your civilization. While you're researching, you can put your villagers to work and use your military units to explode.
Okay, now I've selected these 3 villagers. I'm not going to get them picking berries. Instead, I'm going to get them gathering meat from the sheep. So just select your villagers that you want. Right click on one of the sheep. And then what they will do is go through the whole herd. First of all, they will cull one of them. And now all 3 will keep gathering from this dead sheep until all of it's... So if I click on it, you see the... Wait a minute, let's see if I can get the sheep selected.
New technologies and buildings become available when you advance to a new age.
Yeah, you told us that. To advance
from the Dark Age to the Feudal Age, you need 500 food.
Okay, so as you can see, when you kill one of the sheep, it's best to stick to the one. Don't send a different villager killing a different sheep, because after a while the food will rot away. So focus your people on just gathering from one at a time. That way you won't get any wasted food. Okay, so these 3 villagers, not the sheep, will go gathering.
Now you have enough food to advance to the Feudal Age. However, you also need 2 buildings from your current age. In addition to gathering food at forage bushes, villagers can herd sheep or hunt deer for food. You already have a barracks, so now have your villagers build a mill. The mill is a drop-off point for food, so build it next to your food source.
Right, okay, so he's just told us to build a mill. So I've got some gathering wood, some gathering gold. I don't know if there's any stone on the map yet. What I can do is just send my soldiers in different directions to remove the fog so I can see what resources are around me. That should be something you always do. If you see wild sheep, walk up close to them, and they'll then turn the same colour as your units, which is blue, and then what you can do is highlight them all and send them to your the rest of the flock, and then they will get slaughtered along with these. Okay, so it doesn't look like we've got any stone yet. And let's get one of my villagers building a what did he ask us to build? Storehouse, I believe. Or was it a mill? If you forget what you've been asked to do, up here is the button which shows your current quests and objectives, although this is just giving us a total overall objective. So it was one of these. It wasn't the mining camp, wasn't lumber camp, wasn't a dock. I think it was the mill. Let's go with the mill. So let's place a mill down there. That might well be a very bad place that I just put that. So if you click on it, you can cancel it, if I remember correctly. There you go. So if you click on the wrong place, don't worry, you can just destroy it. Okay, I'm going to do it actually somewhere where I can place fields around it. It was a bit silly, but I'm trying to get it not too far away from my town centre. Let's try there. Hopefully that should have enough room. Oh, there's someone idle. Well, that's a soldier. Okay, while he's building that, I'll get the soldier walking around so we can see what is around us. Which is something you always need to do, because you want to know what enemies or wild creatures are around your base, because some of the wild creatures will be aggressive.
Now you can advance from the Dark Age to the Feudal Age. Click your town centre, then click the Advance to Feudal Age button.
Which is this button here. So remember, you need 500 food and 2 Dark Age buildings.
Good! You're on your way to the Feudal Age.
For some reason I was thinking the mill was the windmill, and I was thinking of a different game now. I should have built this mill here next to... Oh, it don't matter. You know what? They're killing it right next to the town centre, so they got about 1 yard to walk.
Dwarves!
Is it really going to
matter? The
matter?
English are making a sneak attack!
Oh, well, them dirty English do that, so let's attack.
Now
English
that the battle
pigs.
is over, create some extra militia units at the barracks to replenish your forces.
Okay, at this point, something very useful for you to know. Whether you select your town centre or you select your barracks or other buildings which make units, the very first thing you should know about is that when you select the building type, you can designate where they will walk to when you first create them. So if I now right click here, and if I create a troop, watch what happens. He will walk to that spot.
Congratulations! Advancing to the next stage is the best way to improve your civilization. Near the minimap at the lower right corner of the screen is the Idle Villager button. Click it and locate villagers who are not currently assigned to a task. Now that you're in the Feudal Age, you can upgrade your militia to men-at-arms. Click the barracks, then click Upgrade to men-at-arms.
So this gather point, okay, you can either click this button within the building which says set gather point, or you can simply just right click wherever you want and then that sets your gather point. So whenever you create new units, they will go to that gather point. Right, okay, now he's talking about upgrading. So select the building type. In this instance, it's upgrade to men-at-arms, so we just click on that. It's going to use 100 food and 40 gold.
Upgrading to men-at-arms will change all your militia units to the more powerful men-at-arms.
So yeah, all of my existing units will get upgraded when this goes to the end, when it gets to the end. If we take a look at their stats at the moment, 40 health, 4 attack, 1 defense.
The English are attacking again!
There you are, 2
Teach
more
them
attack.
a lesson with your new men-at-arms!
Oh, I will indeed. I shall teach them never to come back here again. Oh, there's one got away. The last thing you want is to let one go like this, because if he does, he'll start killing your villagers. Now, what I just did there was rung the town bell. That sends all your villagers into your town centre. They will then shoot arrows.
For your warriors.
Okay, so remember that if the enemy troops get around yours, quickly send all your villagers by ringing the town bell into your town hall. They will then shoot any hostiles that enter your area. Okay, we've got time to do another one. So let's quit. Oh, look at that. There's the timer. Well, before I finish, I will In the last episode I didn't show the last animation, so let's do it this time.
Longshance has invaded, stormed, and sacked the city of Perth. It's worse. He's captured the fabled Stone of Scone and declared himself King of Scotland. If we cannot bring about a victory in battle soon, then the Scottish armies will be too demoralized to put up any fight at all. If this mythical Scottish giant does exist, I wish he'd get his forces up to Stirling, where we shall next do battle.
So, in the next episode, it looks like we will be meeting Sir William Wallace. And what a truly fantastic person he was. Anyway, wherever you are in the world, God bless you and keep every last one of you safe. Thank you for watching and have a fantastic day. Goodbye.